Alright, so here's the plan. I'm putting in this sack on that side, and that sack on that side, and up in the center thing right there, I'm putting that sack right there. There's the rear seat, there's the rear seat. I got crap all over the place. So, as it sits right now, I'm actually going to put the under the through hole fitting right underneath the motor in the front. So right now there's a drain right there. The through hole is going to go right there, and then this piece is going to go on it, and this is what opens it up. It's the little valve thing. Then you go to the splitter. Then I go to that pump and that pump. It's under the water line, so it still should stay full with water. I'm actually going to put the through hole on tomorrow and let it dry. I might do it tonight. Let it dry for 2 days, and then test it out when we actually go to the lake Friday. Then the tubing is going to come around the side, around, down through here, into the front. So that's the plan so far. I'm actually going to put the switches right over here to turn them all on. This is one. It's going to be a drain. That's going to be a drain. The drain's actually going to come from the left side tube, is going to come around the back of the boat and go out the right hand side of the boat. And this tube, I'm going to pull the drain all the way around and go out the other side, so that when it's low, the vent I mean, not the drain, the vent is going to go to the opposite side, so when it's low, the vent doesn't leak out. It'll go to the high side of the boat, so it won't leak out. That's the plan so far. I have everything ripped up pretty good. The tubes are actually going to be, this is 400, and that one over there is 500. That's going to go in the front locker, and I'm probably not going to use it for quite a while. Unless I decide to fill it right now and put it in. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But this is like a 500 atwood. Oh, that's a 750 gallon. And then these ones are both 1200 to fill it. And then I have another, I think 500 to empty it. Alright, so I decided to put the through hole fitting in today, and you can't see it very good, but there it is. There's a whole bunch of goop on this side, a whole bunch of goop on the other side. That's the nut that's holding it on this side. It comes up to a L bracket, and then this is the actual valve to shut it off. It spins. So right now it's closed, and there it is, open. It's in here pretty tight. I made it as tight as I could, given the awkward positioning it was in. But it's not budging at all. So now this piece is going to go in here like this. Excuse the sloppy video. It's really hard. And then there's going to be a piece of pipe and then a Y power T. That's gonna go right there. And the pipe's gonna run to it. I might have to put a T in there. So this pump's gonna sit here. That, and the other one's gonna sit in there. But there's not a ton of space, I've just realized. We'll see. Alright, so this is how far I've gotten thus far. I ran the wiring, this black and white wiring right here. It's going to run that pump that sits there. I put in this drain, which will drain this side when that's ready to drain. I got to go find my T. I T it into this one, so then that one drains, it goes into that and then out. And this one's already wired up. The black hoses run up underneath the dash. You can see the other wires. Those wires come through around the side and back down through here. I have those two holes for the pipe to run through. They come around. I bought a different build just because my other one burned out. And then all of that's in there, and it's solid as heck. So that's current status. Alright, this is my last update before I decide to turn on power and everything. So I've run hot. I've combined all the grounds here. Grounds for him, the ground for him, and the ground for him, which are all sitting in this compartment right here, are all on the same ground. What I haven't done yet is actually put in fuses on each one of these, so I gotta go buy 4 fuses. One for the back, one for that back, that one, and that one. This one I don't know if I had one from the factory already. I wired everything over to here, so there's the on-off for fill, on-off for fill, on-off for fill, then on-off, on, out. And then this one was an old one that was used for some shower that the boat had, so I just reused that wire, reused that connector for that back pump on those red and black wires, so I didn't have to run any new wires back there. And that wire, that white and black, goes to that pump automatically. It was already hooked up, so I didn't have to run new wires for that. So the new wires were only for these two. I reused some wires here. I don't have a clue if I set it up right, but we'll see when I flip the power switch. So I have power going to everything now. So this one turns that back left one on. This one will turn the seat one on. This one turns that one on. This one turns that one on. And this one turns that one on. Yeah, it works. And this one turns the bilge on. Alright, here's the switches. That's front, rear, nothing right now. And then that's the installation. I actually found out that I had a little less space than I thought I did. So this bar is the problem, and I can't take it out because it's It's like holding the whole boat together. I don't even know. But that's that. I just gotta clean up the wires now. And then I ran that tube back to that one. I need to fix it. That tube is back to that one. And I need to hook that and that, the empty ones out. Then we can go out tomorrow and test it. My back is really sore. Alright. I launched by myself. That one I filled up a little bit. This one I filled up almost the whole way. I just need to figure out how to hook it in here. That one's also full. It's dripping out the bottoms when it gets full. So the filling works. This is cool. I think it's actually draining into that back one. When it's full. When this one's full, I think the drain, which is back there, I think is draining, which joins that drain. That's why that's leaking. But it works.